You have to pay for every belt that you win, there's a sanctioning fee. So now if a fighter was an interim belt, he has to pay a sanctioning fee. If a fighter has just the regular belt, he has to pay a sanctioning fee. Then if a fighter is a super champion, then he has to pay a sanctioning fee. This is not good for the sport of boxing.
Y'all see them though.
The undisputed king of boxing, Terence "Bud" Crawford, has just been robbed of his title less than 3 months after dethroning Canelo Alvarez to become the sports face. He didn't lose in the ring or get knocked out. He was stripped simply for refusing to pay a $300,000 sanctioning fee demanded by the World Boxing Council to keep the belt he had already won. When Crawford said no, they took it from him instantly. What makes this story even more explosive is not just the money, but the outrage and reaction from the rest of the boxing world.
On Terence Crawford's side on this one, what do they do? Like, someone needs to tell me what they do, because ultimately, again, the commission do the majority of things in terms of you put a fight in Vegas, it'll be the Nevada State Athletic Commission, they will appoint the judges. I mean, one thing they do, I guess, is that clean boxing program thing with VADA. But I'm pretty sure, and I stand to be corrected, that it's the fighters that pay for that as well. So what do they do, people, that they think that they can just go and take a percentage of a fighter's purse? Nah. And look, the green and gold belt is, obviously it's very prestigious. For me, it's the best belt in boxing. I sometimes kind of battle with that and the Ring magazine belt. But that doesn't mean you can just take the piss. It really doesn't mean you can do whatever you want to do, that you can just make up a percentage, that you can ask for a fighter for a percentage of their purse. No. And all this as well, like, this thing, like, surely before a fight, if you are going to take a percentage, surely that has to be written down, contract, lawyered up. Like, I'm surprised if you, that's why it's even more crazy. It's the wild, wild west. Like, surely if this is the percentage you're going to take from Crawford, it's okay, Crawford, you know, in order to have this undisputed fight, which is very prestigious, this is the percentage we're taking from you. And Crawford signs it off before the fight's even done. In fact, before his purse is even given to him, that percentage is already removed. The fact that you are waiting on Crawford just to pay you, big WBC for me is wild within itself.
Crawford is going scorched earth on social media, threatening to expose the system. Another fighter has responded in a way that's chillingly simple. Isaac "Pitbull" Cruz, known for fighting like he has a personal vendetta against every opponent, was asked about the scandal, and his answer revealed the dark, unspoken realities of boxing politics that fans are rarely meant to see.
WBC this morning, they stripped him at 168 pounds. He was complaining about sanctioning fees and things like that. Just what are your thoughts on that whole issue?
¿Cuál es tu opinión de lo que pasó con Terence Crawford después de la mañana, que lo dejaron sin el cinturón de la CMB por no pagar la tarifa del cinturón?
Bueno, es algo que se tiene que cumplir, como el protocolo de antidopaje con VADA, pero bueno, él sabrá por qué no quiso pagar.
To understand why Pitbull's reaction is so...
To grasp why Pitbull's reaction matters, you need to understand the level of disrespect Crawford faced. This wasn't a polite notice, it was a full-blown war. On December 3rd, the WBC officially stripped Crawford of the super middleweight title. He didn't wait for a press release. He went straight to Instagram Live, furious, and delivered a now legendary rant directly at WBC President Mauricio Suleiman, saying, "Who do you think I am? You'd better slap yourself."
Him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right? They ain't gonna tell me I ain't even apologize. Like, who the fuck you think I am? Boy, you better slap your fucking self. Ain't paying your ass shit. Fuck you talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any other sanction bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you the WBC and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. Fucking real belt is the...
Crawford revealed that the WBC demanded hundreds of thousands of dollars just to let him keep the title he had earned. He refused, saying, "I ain't paying you nothing." Pointed out that he had offered a fair fee what other organizations like the IBF and WBO would accept. But the WBC wanted more. When the pound-for-pound king refused to be extorted, they stripped him of his crown. Crawford's message was simple but devastating in boxing today. Fighters are being taxed for their success.
Don't even make sense. I'm the motherfucker that's putting my life on the line, not you. You ain't stepping your motherfucking ass in that ring. You or nobody else. You or nobody else. So why should I have to pay to carry your belt? You should be paying me. If you want to be truthful, you should be paying me. I don't see it. It irks my nerves how this dude gets on a plane, gets a hotel suite. Him and his buddies, they go out to dinner, 5-star meals, all that, you know, and guess who got to pay for it? Us fighters. We paying for y'all to come out here, have the time of y'all life, stay in the best hotels of y'all life, and it's all done on our dime. It's done on our dime. Do that sound right to y'all? It's crazy, ain't it? We the one out there getting battered, knocked upside our head, and every time we step foot in the ring, we gotta pay them a sanction fee like they the government. We getting taxed. It's crazy.
Think about it. The fighters risk their lives, taking punches, cutting weight, and facing potential brain damage. While the sanctioning body official suits who never step in the ring use massive fees to fly first class, stay in 5-star hotels, and dine on the fighters' money. Crawford called the WBC green belt a trophy, contrasting it with the Ring magazine belt, which is free and symbolizes true lineal greatness. By pointing this out, Crawford is exposing a harsh truth. The alphabet belts fans obsess over may be little more than scams. It's designed to drain fighters' bank accounts.
A very clear 0.6%, which is $300,000, with $225,000 going to the Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund, which is to help former fighters in need. And it is just regrettable. Not even a thank you or I'm sorry, taking a different route. No response. I wish him the best. But this is not. The WBC is huge, it's great, it's about greatness, and I'm relieved.
Where does Pitbull Cruz fit in? In the middle of his own fight week, preparing to defend his title against Lamont Roach Jr., Cruz was asked about the Crawford scandal. Instead of siding with Crawford or lashing out, he gave a pragmatic response. "We have to pay." Calm and soldier-like. He admitted he respects Crawford's stance, but for him and his team, the fees are simply a cost of doing business. "We stay clear of that drama," he said, treating the fees like any other challenge in the ring. "Deal with it and move forward." This highlights a split in boxing. Crawford, the rebel king, willing to fight the system, versus Cruz, the disciplined soldier who accepts it.
Mauricio, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because everybody in the world know you was going for Canelo. You was mad that I beat Canelo. It's okay. It happens, you know? But if you a real fan of the sport, you would have, you know, said congratulations instead of having that little smirk on your face, all mad and pouting. But listen though, you should have took the money. And you should have been thankful and grateful that I was rocking your belt around as your champion. As your champion, the WBC champion. The undisputed champion at that. But you want to make it about you. You want to say, oh, well, you stripped me. Like, I've been stripped before. IBF just stripped me when I was at 147. Doesn't matter. I'm still considered the undisputed champion. I'm still the champion in the division. Because you know why? The only belt that's recognizable as the champion is the ring belt, baby. That's the #1 belt in the division. That trumps all belts.
Crawford's rant went beyond money. Hinting at major corruption at the top of the WBC, he accused Mauricio Suleiman of being upset that he beat Canelo Alvarez, exposing a glaring double standard. Canelo held the same WBC belt for 2 years and refused to fight his mandatory challenger, David Benavidez, yet the WBC did nothing, letting him keep the belt, fame, and money. The moment Crawford wins and refuses to pay an inflated fee, he's stripped immediately. His question resonates. Why are the rules different for him? It suggests the sanctioning bodies aren't neutral referees. They're businesses that protect their favorite cash cows and punish anyone who refuses to comply.
Canelo is no longer a belt holder coming into his next fight, a fight that's still expected to make a lot of money due to Canelo's popularity and ongoing contract with Riyadh season. This means that for the first time in 7 years, not a single sanctioning body will benefit from Canelo's earnings. So the sooner Canelo becomes champion again, the better for them. But for the time being, they'll have to rely on Terence Crawford as their sanctioning fee provider. These sanctioning bodies make a lot of money from Canelo being their champion. Like, why did you think there wasn't any pressure coming from them when Benavidez was Canelo's mandatory? It's because if Canelo lost, then they'll have to rely on Benavidez and his $7 million purses. And if they decide to bully and pressure Canelo, and Canelo says, you know what, screw it, and decides to vacate the belt instead, then it's the same thing. They lose the benefit of a Canelo.
Pitbull Cruz didn't just address fees, he also highlighted another troubling aspect of modern boxing, the normalization of cheating. When asked about rival champion Subriel Matias, who recently tested positive for the banned substance Ostarine, Cruz reacted more emotionally than he did about the fees. He condemned the sport for being too lenient, warning that drug violations are becoming increasingly accepted.